Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality.
I mean, we see things on TV and we see this shit and we say, when is this shit over with? But the key is, in the 60s, we didn't have this knowledge. In the 70s, we didn't have this knowledge. In most of the 80s, we didn't have this knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We only had a few people talking about it in the past years before that, and we all thought they were crazy. But now we have the knowledge. They say things like, too much knowledge is dangerous to the untrained ear. That's not true. What is happening here is this. The knowledge is here now. There is no more secrets. There is no more secret societies that's holding back knowledge. You see, the white boy understood that they would keep people dead long enough until they would be so dead until there will come a time where they would be so much immersed in ignorance until they can give them knowledge and they will reject knowledge. And that's when he start putting out all the knowledge. That's why you go to your family members and they reject the shit. And mainly you. So they know that most black people reject this. I don't want to hear that black shit. I don't want to hear that shit, that old crazy voodoo shit. So because they reject it, now they can put the stuff out. So there is no more such thing as secrets. The secret is that the masses of the people hate knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? So as of around 1985, they knew that the people would reject knowledge because they knew you rejected it in the 70s and the 60s. So they said, now we can put all the stuff out that we had held for the last 140 years that we dug up around the world. And as a result, that's why we only have less than 1% of the amount of people that really bears witness to what the hell is going on.
Hey, that's crazy because that's how we feel now within this community. I know everybody else feels the same way when you try to tell somebody else some stuff that's really going on and they're like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. And he was talking about this back then, way back then.
The Pequot people were burned alive in the middle of their sleep at night in 1637. Mass Bay Colony, Plymouth Colony, Providence Plantation, Mystic Seaport, all English colonies banded together to burn women and children while they slept in a village at night. They barricaded the exit. They did not allow anyone to leave. They wanted them to burn. They were proud that they burned. This country was proud to write. We could smell their burning, rotting flesh for over a mile away. It's written, folks. Please read it on your own. I am not making this up. Stephen King can't make this up. He was so proud, the town of Norwich, Connecticut, had a statue honoring this man up until roughly a decade ago. John Mason, the man who murdered over 700 people. When anyone, the few people who were able to survive that Holocaust, they were rounded up. They were sold as slaves. Before they were sold, they were marched all the way from Connecticut to Mass Bay Colony, present-day Boston. They were placed on trial. They were declared to be sold as slaves. But before they sent them on that slave ship, they had to humiliate them some more. And they read a declaration that those people shall not ever, once again, even utter the word Pequot. They will no longer be able to call themselves a Pequot. I am proud to say, I'm a Mashantucket Pequot. This is the history, folks. Because that particular day, that particular incident, is when this country declared its second religious day of Thanksgiving. All of you who took pictures of me with my nice little pilgrim head buddy here, I hope you get the story that goes with it, because anyone who sees this, I'm sure, thinks I'm a sick, twisted individual. This is a reminder. This is what Hallmark greeting cards and Charlie Brown cartoons should be showing when we celebrate this holiday every year, when we celebrate Columbus Day every year, because this is what it represented. I'm going to shut my mouth so we can get on way with this march through town, because we need all of you who are here to get this story out to the people. I can only visit so many schools in this time that I am here on this earth. And I can only visit those who are welcome to hearing the truth and invite me to do so. I encourage all of you to do the same. I look out and I see in this crowd, I see some people that I've been at their schools, and they are here now, standing in solidarity. I really appreciate this. It means they're listening. Somebody's listening, and they don't appreciate what's going on. This symbol right here We're going to march all the way around, and we're going to make one stop at the church where King Philip's head sat on a pole until it rotted for over 20 some odd years. For those of you who do not know who King Philip was, he was the man who started the most patriotic uprising this country will ever see, when its native people stood against these forces. And this manner of warfare during King Philip's war, when King Philip abducted Mary Rawlinson, she reported in her own writings she was treated with far greater respect by this savage than she was by her own people. Our women were topless. There was no rape. We did not need abortions. The word matumwasus is what we call our women. It does not mean woman. It means she who makes all decisions. We had a high respect for our women. That was something Pilgrims never understood and still does not translate into America today. Square buildings that cost us so much to heat, to build, to cool, because we're sheltering ourselves from what's going on in the natural world. I've never seen a bird build a square bird's nest. That is the most absurd thing, and Americans still repeat this European nonsense. When are we going to come up and show the rest of the world what should have always been there when we first tried to get our teachings across in the 1600s? Listen to us. We're not saying we're better. We're just saying this works in nature.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, there's another TikTok about Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna put it on my channel because it was a little graphic. I'm not gonna lie, but you guys should go check it out. It's by Yellow Pain on TikTok. Just go to his page. You'll see it's probably one of his most recent TikToks since Thanksgiving just passed.
Could this be a giant staring down from the mountain? Because this does look familiar. Because this is not the first time eyewitnesses have shown something similar. And could this prove that there are giants living among us in secret? And if you do pay attention in the part I circled, it is moving. Or could it just be something resembling some type of giant?
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Bigger. Now here's the original video in its entirety.
Oh no, that thing's kind of creepy. It's like a person's silhouette up in them clouds.
What the hell going on here in America?
I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
Can somebody please explain this video? Oh, wee! It's going down. Mama can't make this up. I'm paying attention, right? Y'all really paying attention? If you know, you know.
Everyday news sightings of giants, mermaids, and all kind of UFOs. TikTok, this video is fake.
All conspiracies contain a nugget of truth. Watch this.
About your conspiracy, brother.
There aren't that many conspiracy theories anymore because we found out that all conspiracy theories, there's a nugget of truth in there. It came from somewhere. That's where it became a theory. And then it progressed to the point where it became a conspiracy theory because there was something there. See, in our industry, who pays you is who tells you what narrative you're allowed to use. And I'm not paid, so I own my narrative. Wow. So, if in media, somebody's getting paid.
I've got one that can see.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a big deal if you haven't heard. Scientists just discovered that there is a massive ocean beneath the Earth's surface. Now, we all know about inner Earth, but they don't tell you about the huge oceans that are underneath us, and it's finally coming out. So here's disclosure, or at least a teeny part of it. Did you know that 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water? Did you also know that there is a massive supply of water hidden underneath the Earth's crust? And if you know about the pole shift, you know about this. I'm so excited that this information is finally getting out there. I mean, little by little, but they're finally starting to talk about all of the hidden things that we have. But remember, they've known about this for centuries. This is where the Navy goes. This takes you to those portals. But the water that we have underneath the Earth crust is bigger than the oceans that we have now. Literally all of them put together. And I've been trying to tell you this, but there's your proof. Now, this ocean is located 400 miles underground. What else is underground? And where else have we seen this word? As above, so below. But make no mistake, we also have catacombs down inside of our Earth that lead to this ocean and to the deep underground military bases where they traffic people. And let's look at this one. The U.S. Naval Research Laboratory needs spacecraft engineering? Suspicious. These naval bases that are located underneath these oceans that, mind you, are there for Google Earth to find, they have spacecraft coming in and out of it through these portals and through these deep underground bases. But it's not just our spacecraft that's down there.
Yo, that is crazy. Do y'all remember the old documentary where the guy said that he had found an ocean underneath the ocean, right? And then, like, shortly after that, he had mysteriously died in a helicopter crash or something like that. And now they want to put out this information that there's oceans underneath the ocean. So that's wild, y'all. There's stuff down there. There's probably people down there. That's why we got movies like Aquaman and Wakanda Forever and Luca.
So supposedly there's a video going around of this woman screaming that she's getting kidnapped in an airplane. Now this situation can go any type of direction. This woman can be mentally unstable. She could either be drunk or she just could be completely crazy. But what I find more crazier is that the times that we're living in, when we know that human trafficking is a real thing, not one person on that damn plane stood up and protected this woman. Instead, you guys recorded the damn situation.
That's how it is with anything nowadays. Everyone just gets their phone out and watch it. It could be a person getting, I don't even want to say it, unalived right in front of you, and they're going to record it and try to get the viral moment. That people don't care about helping anybody. They care about themselves and becoming viral. Man, so like, in all honesty though, you are on that plane, right? You're probably up in the air, maybe. I don't know if they're in the air yet or not. And she says, I am being trafficked. What do you do? All right, how do you help her in that moment? If everyone's in on it, you know, if the pilots are kind of in on it and there's clearly the people there who are doing the trafficking, they know what's going on. It's like, how are you going to stop it? That's my number one question, y'all. What would we do in that situation? Because I mean, who knows when you're going to be the person on the plane and that someone speaks out like that? It's like, what would you do? What should you do?
At the opening night of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert in Brazil, a Brazilian paper reporting the cause of death was cardiorespiratory arrest. And according to the AP this morning, media reported that fans were not allowed to take water into the stadium despite those soaring temperatures. The city's mayor.
This is some Travis Scott type stuff. Look, man, I ain't going to none of these concerts. They all be some rituals.
Has demanded changes before Swift's final 2 shows. On social media, Swift has shared a letter to fans saying she's devastated about that fan's death.
What's going on here?
What the hell going on here, America? We about to go in the Vatican. Let's deep dive.
Can you believe people are sitting here thinking they're worshipping in a Christian church? It's awful, and the fact you're sitting... His face is safe.
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Moment. It's a religion that is actually at its very heart with the Jesuit conspiracies and secret societies. They're trying to break the veil.
Pay close attention on what's going on here. We're gonna deep dive way into the Vatican and show you things that's never been seen before. Check this video. Please leave a comment below what you think about the Vatican. Ooh, all that ancient knowledge is here.
You know how like in a lot of these old places like that, right? They have these little bitty angels, angel babies, constantly like being servants to people and things like that. Oh, what if that's what's going on? You know, that's a little creepy to me, man. I think there's something behind that because of, you know, we've seen some videos where they have some little bitty babies being some servants to people dressed a certain way. It's like it's a little weird.
This is actually a temple of the Antichrist.
You say the temple of the Antichrist. Ooh,
Mm.
and you wonder why they won't let us in the Vatican, huh? When we all know that the indigenous people was the first people on earth and created everything, they want to cover it up in that Vatican. They don't want to let us in that Vatican, man.
The first Jesuit comes to the Jesuit General Congregation.
Oh, judgment coming real soon upon the world right now. It's happening right now. We're looking in Revelations right now. Judgment upon the earth. Judgment upon the Vatican. Judgment upon the Pope. Believe that.
I've been misled, but I'm saying come out of her, my people. Because this is a masquerade that is leading to the Great Deception.
Ooh-wee.
Y'all see it? Y'all leave a comment below on what y'all think about this video here. Check out all the artwork on the walls.
On the surface level, it looks like a throne. It is the size of a giant, of a heavenly concept. This is a representing a dead sheep. The sheep representing the Christians that aren't part of this big deception that is to come.
If you know, you know. Pay attention.
Incense. Just like we're warned, you know, burning incense. Burning incense to Baal. It seems like everything that's done here is in some way a direct inversion or blasphemy of what we're warned against.
Because they have forsaken me and have estranged this place, and have burned incense in it unto other gods, and have filled this place with the blood of innocents.
You hear me? Y'all leave a comment below on which y'all...
That is crazy, man. The Vatican is a very, very sketchy place. What?
Now what the hell going on here, America?
Bro, got some crazy videos.
Fighting aliens. Check this out. In this video, it's clear to see that the military is fighting aliens. Is it the Anunnaki? It got to be.
Come on. Big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
I know they ain't fighting themselves. I know the reptilians ain't fighting themselves. They got to be fighting the Anunnaki. Who else? Could it be the Palladians? I don't know. Y'all leave a comment below on what y'all think about this right here, because this is amazing. Check this out. Watch, he's finna show one. See it? He blasted that thing. Did you see it? It looked like something out of Hollywood.
He did blast that thing. Pow.
Whoa. Do you guys see this? Are those laser guns? Like on that movie Eraser when they had that laser gun? Sure do look like it, don't it? They letting off too many shots. It ain't doing nothing. Got to be the Anunnaki. Whoa. Y'all please leave a comment
Where
down
this
below
come
what
from,
y'all
man?
think about
That's what I
this
wanna know.
video. Because right here, it's clear to see that something real major is going on with this firefight right here. Y'all leave a comment below. Ooh wee, y'all stay woke out there. Ramu the woke one, love y'all. Peace.
Come on. Big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Man, what's crazy is I had seen this video a long time ago, like a long time ago, some years ago. I don't know where the original video came from. Now I'm gonna have to search that up, y'all. Or if y'all know where that video came from, or if there's anything like, is that a real video? Let us know in the comments.
Is there a reason why you decided to become a vegetarian?
Warning, the content in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only.
For several reasons, I mean, meat clogs your arteries, plants open them, and why kill an animal to eat it, Why you don't eat dog?
I love dogs. It's a pet, not to eat.
He's funny too.
No,
You wouldn't eat a dog, right?
No.
Why?
I share emotions with a dog.
And you don't with a chicken or a
No,
cow?
I agree with that sentiment. I am wrong for eating chicken as well.
I didn't say you were wrong, I'm just saying.
The thing about meat, though, it tastes awesome.
Well, I don't think meat tastes awesome. I think
Really?
you
Okay.
season it. You ever heard the song?
That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, you don't like just regular, just meat, like beef, chicken. Just try to eat it with no seasoning. That's nasty. It's the seasonings that you like, and you can probably put seasonings on anything. You put some seasonings on some vegetables, and it's gonna taste good. You're gonna love it. So I tell people that all the time.
Called beef. Well, I'm gonna recite that lyric. We're gonna end it on that note. All right. It goes like this: beef. What a relief. When must this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how. The cow doesn't grow fast enough for man, so through his greed he makes a faster plan. He make drugs to make the cow grow quicker. Through the process, the cow gets sicker. 21 different drugs are pumped into the cow in one big lump. So just before it dies, it cries in a slaughterhouse full of germs and flies. Off with the head, chop it, drain it, cart it. There it is in your local supermarket. Red and bloody, a corpse neatly packed. And you're wondering about heart attacks? Come on, let's be for real. You are what you eat is the way I feel, but the Food and Drug Administration will tell you meat is the perfect combination. You see, cows live under fear and stress, trying to figure what's going to happen next. Fear and stress can become a part of you. In your cells and blood, this is true. So when the cow is killed, believe it, you preserve those cells and freeze it. You throw it out with the blood and season it. Then you sit down and begin eating it. And your body and structure becomes your structure. All the fear and stress of another. Any drug is addicted by any name. Even drugs and meat, they all the same.
There's so much truth in that. Wow. You are what you eat, like he said. Cows, they do live in a life of stress. I mean, come on, they get slaughtered, and these animals, they know, But I've actually cut out on meat a lot, as much as I can. I don't believe we should be eating meat as much as we do. I believe back in the day, people would only eat meat like, once a month or something. But I mean, he actually did say something that made me think. If when you think about it, we season our meat, and that's what tastes good to us. So, and you are what you eat. Cows are, they're all stressed out, and we eat that, and that's what we consume, and it's not healthy, right?
My mans ain't do nothing but recite everything he said.
Bro, sexual assault. Jamie, didn't you just leave the hospital and had people praying for you?
I ain't think Jamie was still here. That must be the clone. The clone out here? Oh man, what the clone done did. Now these probably some old allegations though, in all honesty. That's probably what's going on here.
People thinking that you was a clone, Tyrone, when I told y'all about that. Now you got sexual assault allegations, you hear me? But who knows if it's real or not. It might be the case, cause, it's Jamie. But who think he did it? I don't know. But only thing I'm saying is, you just was in a hospital Why are you sexual assaulting somebody? Like, that don't make no damn sense, man. Like, P. Diddy just got in some shit. Will Smith just got, like, what's going on with these celebrities, bro? Like, realistically speaking, man, what's going on with these celebrities, dog? They really think they could do anything. That's crazy, man. That shit is so crazy to me, man. And it's always some sexual shit. There's never no other shit. It's always sexual. Epstein Island, sexual. Everything sexual. What the fuck is going on?
Inhabitants of Earth, we are a race from the planet Valula. We came to you in these familiar Earth forms.
Your planet. The next battle is in 15 hours at coordinates 27.44.
That's crazy. Invasion of the body snatchers. That's what's going on. Pineal gland.
Theory that
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
Seuss,
What's
the
up?
cat in the hat, is actually a metaphor for a drug dealer.
What?
Listen.
Hold on.
Cat in the hat. That's actually a term they use to call a cool person in like the 60s, 70s, 80s, right?
Yeah.
The theory goes that the cat in the hat is actually a reference to the mother's boyfriend coming into the house and causing trouble.
Oh.
And it just so happens the cat in the hat may also be a drug dealer. That's why the two kids, they're seeing these crazy things happening in the house, right?
shit.
Also, thing one and thing two, you remember them? Thing one and thing two. Thing one, thing two. What would you call drugs if you don't know what they are?
Oh, things.
Yo, so listen, bro. Listen. So there's two of them.
Yeah.
There's two things, 1 and 2.
Okay.
And there's two kids.
Yeah.
1 and 2. So thing 1 and thing 2 were notorious in the book and the movie to what? Cause trouble, wreck up the house, doing all these crazy things in the house, right? Now, it's actually them. Thing 1 and thing 2 is actually the kids on the drugs.
Oh,
Oh, snap. That's crazy. I can see it.
There's so many truthers who are deceived to think that this rocket is hitting the firmament dome. But I'm about to show you the truth about what it actually hits. Get ready. So many people think that that rocket hit God's firmament dome, and that's why water appeared, because they thought that it was the waters above the firmament that were causing that water type appearance. But they did not hit the firmament, because God said in Proverbs 25 verse 3, the heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. So we know that the height of the heaven is actually unsearchable. And remember, in Genesis 1, God called the firmament heaven. So they cannot search the height of the heaven or of the firmament. They will never be able to reach the firmament. What you saw was a superfluid realm called the ether that they are hiding from you. This realm of superfluid is also known as the blue air. And there's actually explorers who trapped samples of this air. So when you see this blue type liquid, you're seeing the superfluid ether realm that's above us. It starts at about 73 miles up, and it is not the firmament. It is a dense realm of air that is referred to as a superfluid. Back then, they used to believe that the ether permeated space. The reason they're hiding this ether from you is because it actually proves that the earth is not moving at all. So I want to show you this document here that's talking about the ether, right? It's normally transparent, meaning you can't see it, but it can be made visible by hitting it sufficiently hard to knock out a part. Alright, so we know that ether can be made visible when it's hit by something, right? Now you see the superfluid realm being hit. Now look at this moon footage. You have these little waves going across. Here goes another one. So we know the moon is traveling through this ether type realm. Now this is why in the 1900s they conducted the Michelson-Morley experiment to try and prove that the earth is moving through the ether realm. This would prove for them that the earth is moving through space. Because remember, they said that the ether permeates space or makes up space. Well, guess what? Lo and behold, they did not observe the movement of the earth through this ether realm. So what did they do? They pretty much proved that the earth is not moving. It's stationary. It's not moving through space, or it's not moving through this ether realm. Of course, because God's word is true. He told us the world is established and that it cannot be moved. So then what happened? Einstein released his special theory of relativity. And then the physics community started to accept that the ether does not exist. But of course they're going to say that the ether doesn't exist because it disproves the ball earth. But of course, 50 years later, here's more documents. The failure of the US attempts to attain supremacy of the ether. So they know this ether exists. They're just not telling you. Here's another one where the US tried to obtain supremacy of the ether once again. And like I say all the time, they have to put things right in your face. So of course they added into popular video games like Minecraft. You have the ether dimension. Here it is here. What do you see? You see that blue super liquid type fluid realm. Of course they made it blue because they put it right in your face. Here's another game. You have the ether. That's why it's blue. That's why our sky is blue. You're looking at the ether realm. A super fluid. This is why it's important to read your Bible first before you start believing conspiracy theories, right? Because no one can reach the firmament. God told us they cannot measure the heavens for height. God bless you guys. I hope you can spread this information on to someone who got deceived by this. Don't forget to like and follow. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, yo, he was dropping that knowledge on us right there.
Have y'all
The
been
ether.
paying attention to y'all ketchup lately? Especially the Heinz ketchup? Let's get into this video.
Y'all gotta watch out for this Heinz ketchup, bro. Ain't expired or nothing, bro. Expiration date. September 5th, 2024. Bro, that ain't the only one we found. My baby spotted this in her food. Look at that.
That's nasty, y'all. I ain't eating nobody food no more. I don't care what holiday come up. I'm not eating y'all food. I'm sorry. Don't bring it over. I need to know what I'm finna eat. I need to know what I'm putting in my body. That is disgusting.
This shit getting crazy and crazy about a day, ain't it? Motherfuckers gotta start watching the ketchup that they eat every time they pour it. Come on, even though the date is updated on it, y'all gotta understand that these people is greedy. They want their money. They don't care about if it's they ain't checking to see if it's expired or not. For real, for real. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section about all this shit, man. This shit is crazy.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Like the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, Helena commissioned this church during her trip to the Holy Land. Duck through a low arch, and you'll find yourself in the manger that most of us know from Christmas carols. And a recent discovery in this building has me wondering if there's a hidden link to the true cross here as well.
This was covered by blasters, the entire face.
And so when...
Creepy and bizarre TikToks that will shatter your reality.
If you think about it, chickens are kind of like the gateway drug to conspiracy theories. So I think if you get chickens, you ultimately will become a conspiracy theorist. And here's the reason why I say that. Because you're going to get chickens, right? You're going to love having chickens. You're going to taste the eggs and you're going to recognize, like the one I just grabbed, thank you, right here. You're going to realize that they taste different. So you're going to start looking into why do they taste different? Why do they look different? Why is the yolk darker? And then you're going to do that and you're going to realize that it's because they're not factory farmed. Then you're going to realize what factory farmed eggs look like. And then you're going to look at other foods. What happens when you look at the other foods? You're going to start baking your own sourdough because you realize, oh, bread has terrible preservatives in it. It's terrible for you. There's a million ingredients. So then you're going to be a sourdough person. And then you're going to be a garden person. Okay, which means you're going to try to separate yourself from the food system a little bit. After you do that, you're going to realize some of the medicinal properties in food and in your garden, like garlic and honey and all of those things. And then you're going to start feeling a little skeptical about the pharmaceutical world. And ultimately, what I'm saying is if you go to Tractor Supply, look at all the cute little chicks, just realize you will ultimately become a conspiracy theorist if you do so. But the eggs are good. If you think about it.
All right, y'all. So I guess we all need to get chickens, and that will save us. It'll lead us down the right path.
While he's trying to smoke heroin, which to my knowledge, he's never done before. And I didn't know how to help him, so it was just madness.
Matthew Perry's death certificate has been released by the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health following his passing October 28th.
There were 5 people put on an ECMO machine that night, and the other 4 died, and I survived. So the big question is, why? Why was I the one that survived? There has to be some kind of reason.
Matthew Perry's ex-girlfriend, Katie Edwards, is making some pretty serious allegations about Matthew's mysterious death, and she claims that Matthew didn't drown in his jacuzzi like the police initially claimed. Katie also revealed what message Matthew was trying to send in his last few Instagram posts, which all referenced water and Batman. And since Matthew was found dead in a jacuzzi next to a huge Batman sign lit up in red lights, Katie is convinced that his IG posts may hide clues to how he really died.
That's crazy. It's like a real life investigation or something.
Saying there was no parallax. There actually is proven parallax that you see here. So that's pretty incredible here that when you see this. Now let's watch it again. We see our orbs. We see them spinning. Look at this there's definitely purpose here. You can see this mouse here moving around. And now the orientation changes, like they're getting ready for something here. It changes right here and they go vertical. And now they're spinning vertically at an angle. And our drone is somewhere right off the screen over here. Now here it comes. The zap. You see that
Bang.
illumination? Accurately illuminate the clouds. We think that's explained by the particles in the area becoming energized. The leaker moves the video over to the right. Again, we think this is like a Google Earth video playback. And then they close the screen recording. They just close out the screen recording. Now let's look at the other one. Now here's the thermal. So now we're looking at it from the other angle. So that first one was from outer space, looking down, not looking up. And this one now is at a side angle with this MQ-1C. We can see the drone. I mean, we can see it. We can see this high quality clouds as well. We can tell somebody's manually tracking it. We can see the smoke. We can see the orbs show up. And here you can see these orbs are perfectly spherical. It's not a metal ball. This is some kind of field around something much smaller. You see these lines in front of it? These lines are in front of the orbs. They're pulling the orbs forward almost, right? Or better explanations, they're creating their own gravity, their own geodesics. You can see the heat signature on the orbs spinning around on their axis. We can see it goes out of field, so like this is one of the pieces of evidence too that it's real as well. If this was fake, you're going to keep the plane in focus. You're not going to have the plane go out of focus. This is because somebody's manually tracking it. They're not using automatic tracking. Then they zoom in. They want to get a really good, clear shot. And then right before the zap, they zoom out because they know exactly what's about to happen. And then right here, you're going to see these orbs, the monopoles, are going to turn towards the middle, and the orbs are going to converge on the plane. And then the
That's
zap
crazy.
happens. So if you fake this, you have to have a better understanding of physics than the experts. Because I've got experts telling me this is exactly what this kind of thing should look like. So some kind of faker is like a master PhD of physics and mathematics to create these perfect patterns. Look at that.
Right.
You see that?
Mm.
Watch the super slow-mo here. The orbs actually bend in the last frame because we think they're creating a field here. Gravitational lensing. You can watch the orbs spin. And they converge. Look at that converging. The orbs are spinning and they're going to converge these monopoles. And then right in that last frame there, it blurs. Oh crap, I can't get it. It
That's
blurs in the last
crazy,
frame.
yeah.
And that's indication that this plane is accelerating. Maybe even accelerating to the speed of light. So pretty wild videos, right?
What y'all think of that?
Movies
man?
about Antarctica they don't want you to see.
Okay. What? Bet. I'm about to try to watch those movies. The Other Side of the Ice. Your boy is a monster.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, man. This ain't looking good, man. This ain't
sure
looking
ain't.
good, P. Diddy, man. They got you. They got you. Nah, that's just Cassie. I want to know if the other stuff was true too. Niggas said, and I remember when that shit was happening. Niggas said, dude said he was gonna blow up that boy car. And like the next day, when that boy tried to turn on the shit, hold on, wait. Let me read this shit one more time. Because it was like that boy, they said the next day the dude car blew up. Kid cut it. Like, say, bro, P. Diddy was on some gangster shit. This nigga crazy. This nigga on some Birdman shit. Man, this nigga P. Diddy. Say, man, I thought he was sweet and sour. That boy doing some gangster shit, huh? Blowing up people's cars and shit. That's crazy. And not only that, nigga said he was beating Cassie. You know, you go with multiple people. You already know he pinned on Young Miami. We already know he pinned and fucking shitting on her. We already know he doing that to her. But the physical altercation, I thought P. Diddy, brother love, I thought he would never do that to a woman. I just want to see if it's going to come out as true. Because I don't think Cassie will fucking lie on this, man.
Your birthday doesn't just tell you.
It's a lot of stuff with P. Diddy, man. We've had a lot of videos on this channel alone with allegations about Diddy and the stuff he be doing. Your boy is a weirdo. You know, it's like, if all of this stuff is true, then what I just said is true. I'm just saying.
When you were born, it also tells you why you were born. All you have to do is add the numbers up in your birthday together, reduce it down to one number, and you get your life path number. This is how you find out what your number is. Screenshot this if you need to. Your life path number is your soul's purpose. It tells you everything about your soul, and remember, you are the soul. If you get a reading from me, I can tell you exactly what your soul's purpose is, plus much more. But I'll say this right now. If you're a life path 9 like me, then you're a very old soul and you have the ability to relate to every other number. If you're a life path 1, you're the initiator and you have the ability to put things into direction. If you're an 8, you're very heroic and you're good at networking. Like and follow me for more numerology. One love.
I know.
Comment y'all life path number down below. Let me see what you guys are in the comments. Let me see what we got. All the viewers that watch this channel, let's see what kind of life path you guys are on. It'd be crazy if we were all on the same type of life path, or if there's some type of synchronicity to that.
We have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now.
There's no place to go.
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
It's crazy. She's telling us.
People figured out that we were an enclosed system. The more advanced we got, it would be the biggest thought on our minds. That's all we care about. You could make a wildlife reserve 1,000 miles square. All people, all human beings would do is just be knocking on the fence constantly, going, why is this fence here? Who built the fence?
Yep, and that's what's about to start happening.
Here are 3 people who were literally killed for exposing the truth. Number 1 is Stanley Mayer. Stanley was a scientist who figured out how to make a car run on water.
All we're doing is using the hydrogen from water. When you use water, the energy release is roughly 2.5 times more powerful than that of gasoline. So water is a very powerful fuel.
He claimed the car could travel over 180 kilometers on only 1 gallon of water. The oil industry then heard of Stanley's invention and invited him to a business meeting. But about 10 minutes in, Stanley was dead. He came running out of the restaurant, screaming for help, and his last words were, "I've been poisoned." If Stanley's invention was released, the oil industry would have lost billions of dollars. This is why he died. Number 2 is Gary Webb. Gary was a journalist who exposed the CIA for allegedly trafficking crack cocaine to raise money. Days after he released the story, he was found dead with 2 bullet wounds to the head. But the death was ruled as suicide. How could he have shot himself in the head twice? What do you guys think happened? Follow for more.
What am I looking at here?
Watch. They got everybody convinced that there's 24 hours in a motherfucking day. Everything in your being, everything in your mind, everything in your spirit tells you there ain't no 24 hours. How the fuck a squirrel know how many hours it is if you don't guess? Time. 7:30 goddamn morning sunlight. 7:30 goddamn night sundown. How many hours is that? Just that's what the fuck day is, man. The other day is night. Why? You'll say the whole time for you now. Why?
Being initiated into a secret society like Alpha Kappa Alpha is indeed a very serious matter. And yes, there is no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. While you outwardly know about the existence of this sorority, they have a website, they're online, you see them on college campuses across the country, they make themselves very public as far as community presence is concerned. But make no mistake, Alpha Kappa Alpha is a secret society. There are secret rituals. There is a grip, which is basically a type of handshake. Passwords. There's secret physical signs to let other members know that you are a member. There are even phrases and sayings which are intertwined with that. There are sayings that I can intertwine into this YouTube video, and no one would ever know, but the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha know that I'm saying those things for a reason. It's because those things, initiation, you are given the quote-unquote holy grail. You're given all of the secrets. They tell you what the shield means. They tell you what everything means. They teach you the grip. They teach you all of these different things at the end, and then once they pin you, the sorority has a badge, and they pin you. I think the realization came to everybody in that room that day that this was it. When you're putting a piece of their paraphernalia, their pin on you, that is signaling a change of the guard, that this is real, that you have become a...
Hey, people be getting pinned, they be getting burned, like, you ever see people do that stuff? I always thought it was a little wild, to let somebody straight up brand you with and burn you. I was like, whoa, they're doing a little too much. But yeah, that's just crazy.
Member of this sorority, that you have been exposed to this quote-unquote light, and that you have been changed and all of this other stuff. And I know the language that I'm speaking is really, really interesting, but this is what the experience is like. You are exposed to all kinds and all manner of occultic things. And this is a secret society, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress this enough, that this is a secret society. This is the first time I'm ever really talking about this like this. The oath bound me to this organization. And I'm going to give you an example of some of the oaths I took during that initiation. There is an oath that we take at the very end when we sing the sorority's hymn, which in itself has a lot of crazy words in it. Now that I look at it, I said, wow, how could I sing that song and actually be moved by that song every time? But at the end of that, we say our pledge. And I'm going to reveal it because of the fact that I feel that it is the most blasphemous thing that we can say. And no member of Alpha Kappa Alpha can sit here and justify us saying that pledge over and over again and not think about God. Deuteronomy chapter 6 verses 5 through 6. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. This theme is repeated by Jesus Christ himself in Matthew chapter 22 verses 37, also in Mark chapter 12 verse 30, and also in Luke chapter 10 verse 27. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your mind and with all of your strength. This is the greatest commandment. This is what Jesus said the greatest commandment was. Now I'm going to compare that to the pledge that we say at the end of our national song during private meetings. To thee, O Alpha Kappa Alpha, we pledge our hearts, our minds, our strength to foster thy teachings, obey thy laws, and make thee supreme in service to all mankind. O Alpha Kappa Alpha, we greet thee. I don't know why it took so long for me to realize that those words were the height of blasphemy. And I don't understand how any sister in Christ, because this is really for you, sister in Christ, who is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, I don't understand how any sister in Christ can say those words repeatedly and it not convict her at some point during her walk.
That's crazy,
What
y'all.
was
Secret
Iraq actually
societies.
hiding? There's a theory that the U.S. stayed in Iraq for over a decade after it was liberated, not because of oil, but something way more powerful. In the 1920s, a British explorer discovered what was rumored to be the oldest known Stargate in the world, a device that's essentially able to take people across interstellar distances instantly. It was located at what is known today as the Great Ziggurat. However, in the 1980s, Saddam Hussein fortified the ancient complex in an attempt to keep explorers from seeing what was hidden inside. Furthermore, strange ancient technology has been seen coming out of the Great Ziggurat, rumored to have come through the Stargate from an ancient civilization now living on the hidden planet Nibiru. People who have come out and spoken about these strange devices and coincidentally went missing soon after, with many more people in recent times coming forward, claiming to have been involved in classified programs in Iraq where Stargate technology was used. Many people are wondering.
So yeah, I do believe that there was a Stargate, or probably still is, somewhere out there in Iraq. I think that's a lot of the reason why we went over there. But it is crazy how they using Joe Rogan voice for this. That was not Joe Rogan, man. Joe Rogan wouldn't read off this TikTok like that, man. Someone had that and they used his voice with AI. The world is crazy. You gotta watch what you're watching.
Hey, let's watch this video. Y'all tell me, is it facts or cap in the comments? And by the way, entertainment purposes only.
Want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, game shows, television shows, amusement parks, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained so that you don't get in the way of important people by doing too much thinking. You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it. And all American citizens, I think, have suspected something like this is going on. But we're all too busy trying to stay alive and live our lives. And after all, what can one person do about it?
I find that video very, very, very entertaining. Now, y'all let me know what he said about the education system. Was it facts or was it cap? Once again, entertainment purposes only. Y'all gonna follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content, and stay tuned.
I'm calling straight facts. We know that's facts, man. The person who created the educational system, or the one who funded it, literally said he don't want no thinkers. He wants some workers, right? So why would We know they don't want us to be smart here. You got to do all the learning on your own. I've learned that the hard way.
Cause you're not finna sit here and say you a gangster, cause you wanna know what happened to gangsters. They die and go to jail. That's it. That's all that happens to them. If that don't happen to you, you wanna know gangster for real. You's a goofy.
True.
So if you don't go to jail, if you don't, at least I ain't saying everybody gotta die, go to jail. But if you don't go to jail, bro, you not a gangster, bro. And I don't wanna hear none of that. He's just smart and no, bro. No. You ain't smarter than God, goofy. That shit come around. If you don't go to jail for a murking X, you gonna go to jail for something else. That's just how karma work. Look at Trap Boy Freddy. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Look at Yella Beezy. His karma came when he got them assault allegations. Trap Boy Freddy. He doing a year in prison. You trolled on a murder you said you wanted to commit. You feel what I'm saying? You act like you did it. Now you sitting in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. You looking dumb, Trap Boy Freddy. You looking dumb, bruh. Keep that. I bet you never speak on Mo3 again. And it's crazy you went to jail right during, like, in the month Mo3 passed away. You don't learn, bruh. You do not learn, bruh.
They never do.
When you got hit with the charge, it was in the month of Mo3 birthday, stupid. Y'all don't learn? Arrow sprints. You got knocked down 3 times, bro. Your car flipped at a place called Knockout. That's where the surveillance footage came from. Come on, bro. Y'all gonna have to learn, man. Y'all got to learn, bro. Y'all never gonna get away with nothing. You never get away with anything.
Ooh. Hard Left America strikes again, naming Kim Kardashian GQ's Man of the Year.
Whoa. What? Already, man. They starting off crazy already. How can Kim K be Man of the Year? Y'all, what's going on with the world? What's up with it? It's some creepy, strange things going on in the world, man. Man of the Year, though? That's disrespectful to us men, in all honesty.
As we already know, identifying as something you're not is a very common theme in this family, but thanks to GQ, we can take it to a whole new level now. While tons of other men are striving to be them true selves and be men, they're getting beat by a woman. Congratulations to Kim and all her success in business. But at the end of the day, she's a woman. That's factual information. You can't even be mad at it. Why is America the only country that this type of shit is prevalent in? And how far does this type of thing go? We got Bruce Caitlyn Jenner going from American gold medalist to long hair. You got Leah William Thomas switching from guys to girls sports to win the gold medal. And now we got good old Kimmy K winning Man of the Year. At some point, you got to stop and ask yourself, what's going on here? Like, what's the agenda? Because this isn't normal. Even just 10, 20 years ago, this type of shit would not have happened. It seems as though within the last 3 to 5 years, it's just gotten extreme. And don't forget about Dylan Mulvaney winning Woman of the Year. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Why are we doing this? Look, I gotta be careful what I say, because you can get canceled in 0.01 seconds in this day. But all I'll say is protect your mind, because the people who run this world are trying to infiltrate it the hardest they can. And this is subliminal brainwashing, whether you realize it or not. Kim K is a woman, and she's doing great. She's a mother, and an ex-wife, a business tycoon. Congratulations, Kim. But she's not a fucking man.
Facts.
This is gonna make you feel crazy. Doja Cat might have had something to do with what happened to him. After Matthew's tragic passing, Doja Cat deleted all of her videos except for this one. So obviously the comments on that video are crazy. People are like, what? Did you have something to do with this? She now deletes the video. There's nothing up now. Take a closer look at this logo and you'll see that something is off. Now the word friends is 7 letters, and in between each letter is a dot that represents each of the friends. You can see how it correlates to each one here. The dot in between the D and the E is gone. Why is one of them missing? This is just a conspiracy theory. I like talking about conspiracy theories. This is not a disrespectful thing. And this was a promotion for her new music video called Demons. And we all know how she's been recently, and all of the other conspiracy theories. Now I get that Friends is a popular TV show, but like the timing's really weird. You can't deny that. Everything is intentional. How would this have been an error? Think about the kind of team she has. How would they forget the first dot? But the promotional photo came out exactly 2 months before what happened to him. And you remember he did all these weird Instagram posts right before he passed away. I made a post about that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, all of this weird stuff makes you wonder if he saw it coming. If you like my content, follow my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more. It really helps when you interact.
It's okay.
Look at that, y'all. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. Because even right here, he is that first dot. It's missing. He's gone. That's crazy to me, man. Like, they literally told us what was going to happen. So now I'm thinking, where is Matthew Perry? Is he really gone?
The feelings, something in the way. Something in the way. Yeah.
Out of the love I had for wanting to, for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. You know?
And you've always stood alone, and bloodline.
I don't hang with niggas. You're not gonna see me at every party, every industry party, all the clubs. I go somewhere quiet, man, shoot pool with me and my mans and them. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that's the type of shit I do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck my remote control cars, jump on the four-wheelers. You know what I mean? I ain't with all that in the club shit, throwing it up and all that bullshit. I ain't got time for that shit, man. That means then you find yourself doing the same shit every fucking day. What are you, a fucking alcoholic? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Give it a fucking break, man. Live a little. You know what I mean? I play with my kids, man. I play with my...
For real, man. What are you, a fucking alcoholic?
This picture of Drake has been all over Twitter. Everyone's saying the truth is in plain sight. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Which is just true, bro. Like, I can't even watch a movie. I can't even go to a new movie in the theater and not see, like, some woke shit within the first, 30 minutes of the movie. Like, before me and my girlfriend go into any movie, we're like, I wonder what they're going to have in this movie. That's just propaganda. So maybe this picture of Drake is just a huge coincidence, but I don't really believe in coincidences. Man's wearing a shirt that says one state property, which it's not drip. And he has his nails painted.
Right, what's going on,
man? Why are they trying to feminize everything? Like, without masculine energy, we wouldn't survive. Who's going to go into the sewers when they're fucking clogged? Who's going to do the plumbing? Who's going to build the houses? I don't know, man. It's just, are you guys tired of this shit, or am I losing my mind?
$30 million lawsuit against Diddy. Have y'all read up on this? Because this is crazy.
You mean to tell me the rumors are true? If that shit true, dog, if you read that shit, she said he forced her to use drugs, raped her when she was 19 and shit. That's why they were dating it. And had her doing it with male prostitutes while he recorded her. That's some weird shit. Oh my God. That mean them parties, all them stories about the parties and P. Diddy, dog, that mean that shit true. Dog, was really done the dog coming to the light, bro. Was really done. Oh my God. Say, bro, dog, when I was younger, bro, I was like, dog, they just mad, this man rich. This shit might not be real, cause that when the Illuminati shit just started fucking coming, start coming out. Nigga got older, wasn't hearing too much about it. Now that I'm back on the internet and shit, like, you heard me? This shit worse. What the fuck? They got celebrities exposing celebrities, dog. And I doubt Cassie will fucking lie on P. Diddy. Why would she do that shit? She have no reason to do that shit. Man.
Hey, and they settled too. They settled like in a day or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just what I was told by somebody. So don't quote me on that, y'all. But if they did settle within that day, you know it's true, man. He trying to shut her up.
Families, the monarchy, all the presidents, they're all related to these trans-dimensional shape-shifting.
So everybody should already know the song by J. Cole by now. She Knows, right? Something that I know most people didn't know about this song, because I know I didn't before I came across it on the internet, was that this song has a dark truth behind it. Stay tuned, because I think y'all gonna want to hear it. See, come to find out, this song was sampled by another band called the Cult. Bad Things, to be exact. In the Cult, they sampled something on their song, and they decided that they were gonna put Jim Jones Massacre tape recording inside of their video. So you're literally listening to people being murdered while you're listening to these songs. And if y'all go to J. Cole's song, She Knows, it's featuring the Cult. This is the actual recording.
He will play it so we can all hear it.
This was what y'all just heard from the sample. That scream y'all just heard, it came from here. Let me know what y'all think about this dark truth behind She Knows in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. It's about to get strange.
Yo, it's always some background stuff within the music.
Looking like the Molly Fest is going on, when it started looking like the doofy people shit, I'm not talking about Puff. LA is LA still. Like,
New York's New York.
And New York is New York, but LA is different.
Yeah, true. That's true.
LA is different. That gets into Hollywood. That gets into
very belly of the beast.
the Holly plant. That gets into the Holly plant being used for spells and rituals. It just gets deep. It's weird over there. It's a weird energy over there. But whatever. What I say that to say, born alone, die alone with me.
What the hell going on here, America?
Released of an underground secret Chinese biolab in California. According to a new report from the House Select Committee on China, investigators found dangerous pathogens, some with HIV, others with COVID, and some labeled Ebola.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Control alert. Come on, leave them comments.
While examining the lab, the committee releasing more details about the agent of potential bioterror, and Kevin Cork is here with the latest. Kevin.
Boy, Will, what a story I have for you tonight. Now, according to that House Committee report released again today, thousands of vials of biological substances, including some labeled HIV and others found in a freezer marked Ebola, were found inside a secret Chinese-owned biolab in the state of California, which, according to investigators, inexplicably, the CDC and the FBI initially refused to investigate. The illegal lab was operated in the city of Reedley, California. That's just southeast of Fresno. In its 42-page report, the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party, which launched its own investigation into the matter back in September, detailed some shocking findings, including, as you pointed out, the discovery of several potentially infectious agents at the lab, including SARS, chlamydia, HIV, E. coli, hepatitis B and C, dengue, rubella, and malaria.
What?
In July, under a court order, this is really interesting, under a court order, local officials contracted a hazardous waste removal and the destruction of about 140 tons of lab equipment and 440 gallons of medical and biological waste found at that site. And perhaps most shocking of all, the CDC, according to lawmakers, refused to even test samples of those unlabeled vials at all, even after the city promised to pay for it all. Lastly, a Chinese national who entered this country from Canada using a false name and ID has, been arrested in connection with this lab. It is an unbelievable story and one that I think is certainly deserving.
Y'all leave a comment below what y'all think about this shit.
Story. Thank you, Kevin, for telling about it.
This is fake.
If you know, you know. This video is fake and scripted.
Ooh-wee.
So y'all know how we keep seeing more and more people get laid off on Amazon, right? And we also heard about that 750,000 Amazon robots that's supposed to get deployed, right? If so, I think you're going to want to watch this.
Now,
y'all watch this, fam.
outside Boston, where
where specialized shipping robots are developed and tested. These are custom robots made by and for Amazon. At the moment, Amazon uses more than 750,000 robots on 4 different continents, including these, which look like tables and can move heavy packages across its warehouses. A robot that's in development looks human. It's called Digit.
When we talk about bringing in robotics and collaboration, even humanoid bots like Digit, we're talking about building coworkers for our human being coworkers. So it's not about labor replacement, it's about labor augmentation. So taking away those really boring, repetitive, tedious jobs and giving those to the robots.
That's how people get paid,
Amazon
though.
Robotics says they'll always need human workers for tasks that require higher level judgment. The company needs the robots to work at a very low failure rate.
My whole thing is I done work jobs that's doing exactly what them robots have did. I been telling y'all AI coming for y'all jobs if y'all don't know how to program the robots. But now y'all seeing it for y'allself and y'all seeing why a lot of these people getting laid off of their jobs. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Amazon and their new employees in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content.
Makes me want to go watch the movie I, Robot.
Well, I think it's finally safe to say. That guy you were on the train with was weird and smelled like beef tacos. He was right. Some of us are reptiles. That guy you went to that convenience store down in the south and he said,
I swear to God, them reptiles was real. I seen them.
he was also right. I'm here, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
You see, I wasn't even gonna do this video, but recently, everywhere I turn, I'm starting to see reptilian shit. And over 5 months, I ain't really just watched TV, but the whole 30 minutes that I sat down and I watched TV, the commercials and all, like the new Mountain Dew commercial, and I'll do a video over that too. I'm seeing reptilian stuff everywhere. What is really going on? What are they really trying to show us or tell us? But I mean, if you know, you know. You heard what he said. A lot of people been already saying it. Let thee who have eyes see clearly, see clearly. You did.
Y'all think the reptilians here?
So y'all know what's going on in Iceland right now. How they had over 1,000 earthquakes back to back. And how them earthquakes, they caused this volcano to erupt, right?
I didn't even know this.
But there's something a little more sinister that's going on. See, this huge crack, it appeared in the middle of the town. But then they start hearing unholy sounds come up from the earth. And now people, they're hearing strange sounds, unholy sounds, come up from the cracks that are now all through Iceland, as y'all can see right here behind me. Now we know we in the end times, right? Could this potentially be a portal to another realm, if y'all get what I'm saying? Because why is people hearing stuff now?
What's coming up from under the ground, y'all?
Like, it's really any day now that it can all just pop off. Any day now. We're hearing more and more strange things. This is beyond strange. A big crack pop up in the middle of the city after all these earthquakes, and now people are hearing stuff. Screams and screeches. Now let me know what y'all think about this strange phenomenon that's going on in Iceland in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content.
I'm telling y'all, there's some strange stuff going on in the world right now.
If every time you went to sleep and you woke up, you passed into a nearby and very similar universe,
I can see that.
but not quite the same. And depending...
Pause. Has anybody seen the show Loki on Disney Plus? Because Loki on Disney Plus is just like a little bit mind-blowing with all these different timelines and stuff. And, you know, you can just slip into another timeline and it's, you know, very similar to what you were just in. It's just crazy. But this just made me think of that, y'all. Y'all should watch Loki. Actually, it's pretty good. Hey, they should pay me for that, huh? Shout out to Disney. Hey, Disney, pay me for that, man. I just shouted y'all out.
Upon your choices and how you live your life. It's how you wake up and what new one you pop into on the other side. And everyone's just a little bit different. The whole world changes just a little bit each time you make a decision, one way or another. Everything changes when you wake up. You think the world is static, because it is when you're awake. You have no fucking idea what's happening while you're asleep. And when you wake up again, you have this foggy recollection of the past. And that's what you're going by. You're going by every morning waking up with a foggy recollection of the past. That's what you're doing. And you're assuming that nothing's changed and everything's static.
Remember when I explained to you, like, it's our job? Mm-hmm. Like, you know how we bring up and people say, like, I'm a, like, devil worshiper or anything? But how's the music? Because it'll be a I'd be like, Uzi, get with God. And then I'll drop a song and like, damn. And it's just like, like, why are y'all even bringing up religion? Religion is just like, why are you bringing, like, we don't, like what they say, don't bring up religion, a woman's age or politics.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
why
I
are you
get
even
it.
bringing, like, I don't like.
Communities, Eastern Iowa communities, and Michigan communities. We're extremely proud of the quality Baptist journalism that CBS 4 News produces. But they are concerned about plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media. Unfortunately, some members of the community use the platforms to push their own personal bias.
They all got the same script, y'all. That's crazy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous.
I won't play by your fucking rules! This is our world! Fuck you, pop music! This is our club! Free yourself!
How do you know the NSA broke into your signal?
Because they admitted it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us about that? Like, how did you find out?
I got a call from somebody in Washington who would know. Just trust me. So I went up there for another reason, but this person said, you know, are you going to come to Washington anytime soon? This was a year and a half ago, and I was like, yeah, actually, I'm going to be up in a week. Meet me Sunday morning. So weird. Like, who does that? Just text me. You know what I mean? Just text me. No. So I go, and this person's like, and this is someone who would know. Are you planning a trip to go see Putin? This was the summer before the war started, and I was like, how would you know that? I haven't told anybody. I mean, anybody. Not my brother, not my wife, nobody. How would you know that? Because NSA pulled your text with this other person you were texting. How did you know that? And so I was intimidated. I'm embarrassed to admit, but I was completely freaked out by it. I called a U.S. Senator who I know, not that well, but it seems like a trustworthy person. And I told him the story. I said, I just want to tell you this. And then I went on TV.
That is crazy, man. They can access anything.
Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about no damn gift. What's good?
So is there going to be a public registry? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Take the gift cards. Fuck everybody's presence. Take the gift cards, take the gift cards, take the gift cards.
Yeah, because they
Shaky, I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good. No, it's good. It's good. You gonna be good. It's a good feeling.
Look at that. She was scared.
If I told you I had actual proof of the old universe, would you believe me?
Maybe. What y'all think?
If I told you that we switched timelines years ago, but residue from the old timeline still exists here today, would you keep scrolling?
I don't know. Let's see.
Head in the dust, feet in the fire. Labor on that midnight wire. Listening for that angel choir. You got nowhere to run. You wanna take a drink of that promised land.
These things do not suppose to exist here.
Careful, son, you got dreamers planned.
McDonald's. I do not remember a
But it
McDonald's.
gets hard to stand.
What's that, Volkswagen? No, I...
Soldier, keep on marching on. Head down till the work is done. Waiting on that morning sun.
One of Ellen's rockets failed.
Now what's going on here, America? Nobody getting out of the firmament. Nobody. Even with 8.8 million pounds of torque, it ain't gonna...
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
So this was just 2 days ago.
Chambers pressure nominal.
We are T plus.
40 seconds into the flight of Starship, 33 Raptor engines powering the first stage.
Power and telemetry nominal.
We've heard power and telemetry nominal call out. We're heading downrange over the Gulf of Mexico.
When they realize the Most High in control.
Net call out tells us Starship is through the period of greatest stress on the way to space. Now the next major event is hot staging in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of the Raptor engines. Flames holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship's second stage will ignite its engines. Starship will then separate from the Super Heavy booster and head to space. And at the same time, the 3 engines that are still firing on Super Heavy will flip the booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on path for a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico.
I ain't never seen this up close like this. I always see the videos from a distance, so it's actually pretty cool.
Engine power continues to look nominal on 33 Raptor engines. We're about to shut down the first stage and perform staging. Let's watch and listen.
How they recording this?
And acquisition of signal Houston and New Orleans.
Booster engine cut off. Stage separation.
Boost back startup.
We're hearing the cheering. The first ever successful hot stage for SpaceX's Starship.
Incredible views of our Super Heavy booster. And as you can see, the Super Heavy booster has just experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. However, our ship is still underway with all 6.
Power and telemetry nominal.
And we just heard there, ship avionics, power and telemetry nominal. All 6 engines are lit, as you can see from the GUI there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Now, we did know that the that hot staging was going to be incredibly dynamic. We knew that there was a chance that the booster would not survive, but we're going to take that data and figure out how we can make the booster better for the next hot stage.
Yeah, that hot staging put a lot of load on the top of the booster, and of course it flipped around there, a lot of dynamic stuff happening. But ship is still going strong.
And it's doing great. Right now, the ship, the second stage, is on its way. Like we said, you can see all 6 of its engines are ignited. The next major milestone for the ship will be the shutdown of those engines, or SECO, second engine cutoff, which if you follow our Falcon 9 launches, familiar terminology there. So far, today has been incredibly successful, even with the RUD of the Super Heavy booster. This is amazing.
Primary objective of the booster today, to get to hot staging, to get ship on its way to orbit. It did that admirably.
Yeah, we definitely asked.
Starship trajectory nominal.
All right, great news there. That trajectory for ship is nominal.
Cape Canaveral.
Once again, Starship's second stage. It's firing those engines. And as you just heard, everything's looking good. Now, for the ship, we wanted it to survive hot staging, which, as you can see there by that little dot on your screen, it did. We also want to basically demonstrate that the successful startup of those engines, demonstrating controlled ascent, which is what it's doing right now, and eventually orbital insertion. We are hoping to basically send this around the Earth, and if it makes it this far, splash down in the Pacific Ocean, a couple hundred miles north of Hawaii.
Pretty long.
Your favorite rapper, you're happier than your favorite rapper right now. You watching this nigga live, he turned up, he with the bitches, he with the money, you happier than him. That money that he got, them bitches that he got, don't make him happy. None of that. All this, everything, bro. All this real life shit, none of, bro. Y'all niggas don't understand, bro. Like, there's so many people, like, that be telling me they love me. I don't even know these niggas' first names. Like, these rap niggas are the weirdest niggas I've ever met in my life. Like, niggas will really tell you that they love you and you don't even know their first name. Literally. You don't even gotta explain yourself, they gonna see. Bro, niggas gonna see, but
that is true. Like, you know they rapper name. They talking about
Look, I'm not religious, man, but one of the stories out of the Bible, one of the most famous stories is what? It's Adam and Eve. What did Eve bite? The apple? She bit the apple. Look at the logo on your fucking phones. It's a bitten apple. So therefore, everybody biting that bitch right now.
You know what I said on the rhyme? I said, most people holding their phones, two hands holding your phone, it's like you pray to it.
Yeah.
Think about it, like that's
True.
what you're actually doing. You're actually sitting there and praying to this device.
It's a cell phone, baby. It's a cell phone for a reason. You're prisoner to the phone. You're in a cell.
You know why it's worse than dope? Because at some point on dope or on any other substance abuse, you actually realize that you're hitting rock bottom. You will never realize you're hitting rock bottom on
But they
social
said
media.
in Social Dilemma, he had a great line. He says, how are you going to know the Matrix if you don't know you're in the Matrix?
Nah, the other great line.
And the users.
The users.
Say it.
Nah, he said the only two industries that call their customers users is software companies and drug dealers.
Illegal drugs.
Ooh, that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
So I was scrolling through TikTok tonight and just going through, and all of a sudden I see some lady talking about how the moon is missing, and I'm like, whether you're a globe or a flat earther, how do you not realize that the moon has phases? I just feel like that's common sense. But anyway, I saw another person say it, so I decided to pull out my star finding app, and I looked, and the moon and the sun are exactly lined up right now. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. Whether you're on a flat or a globe, or someone should be talking about an eclipse, but that's not happening. So what I did, and you can see.
So yeah, man, my camera just overheated. So it just shut off on me randomly. So I'm on to the iPhone camera, guys. Let's get back to the video.
The sun, and at about 11:11, it lines up perfectly with my dresser. And then I go and I switch to the moon. And the moon, you can see what phase it's in right now. You shouldn't be able to see it. That's an actual thing. But at about 11:11, sun and moon are going to be perfectly lined up. And why are they not talking about an eclipse? Thought that was weird. And then even if you go to a different app, this is a flat Earth map. It's David Weiss's app. The sun and the moon are lined up. So someone should be talking about an eclipse. And I know, us flat earthers, we realize not everyone can see that, but if you're a globe earther, you should be on the other side of the earth.
But David, tell us more about how you are going to make the moon disappear. How are rehearsals going?
And then this.
They're going well. In fact, I've been testing them the past few months, and people have reported seeing strange things in the sky at night all around the country. So if anybody in the home sees anything weird up in the sky, please let me know by tagging me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. I'm at Copperfield. So let me know if you've seen any of our rehearsals accidentally, because I'd love to see what's going on. David,
Something weird's going on, and the elites are using Copperfield to try to hide it. Put some chats. Let's start some chat and talk about this, guys.
Chris Brown did it again, y'all. Wait a minute. Did you see his post? Like, no. See, this is the shit I love. I love when celebrities try to tell us. They're telling us without telling us.
One of these groups, one of the four, looked exactly like we do.
Like who?
And I mean exactly.
Reptilians?
So much so they could put on a suit and a tie, sit next to you in a restaurant,
For sure.
sit right beside you in an airplane.
Chris Brown. You see what I mean? He's telling us something. Seeing Chris Brown evolve and become this woke man, regardless of what he did, because we're humans, y'all. Y'all can be judging people and doing this because y'all be taking y'all cheating ass husband, cheating ass boyfriend back like it's nothing. But yeah, back to what I was saying, just, you know, how he evolved and how he's progressing, and he's letting us know through his music and through his art, and especially with his last album, 1111, that dropped at 1111. Come on, y'all. He woke.
I'm no genius, but I've been saying this every day to my sister for 15 years. Check this out.
The biggest scam on planet Earth is a job. Because think about it. You work for 40 years, 8 hours a day. And after 40 years, you are still broke. How is that not a scam?
This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move. That's what's going to happen to you if you live on nothing but leaves.
I've also seen some like demonic here, you know, it's just like, hey, it's there.
You seen what demonic stuff have you seen?
Dude, I'm into Hollywood, bro.
Tell me, what's the most demonic thing you've seen?
Dude, I can't say that.
No, say it. Oh no, you seen the pentagrams? You've seen children being.
I live in Hollywood, that's all I gotta say. I've been here since I was 17.
Say on God you've seen a ritual.
Dude, I've seen some crazy stuff. I can't say what I've seen.
Bro, let me farm you, tell me.
Dude, I live in Hollywood. That's all I can say. Look at my friends. I'm cool with everybody here in Hollywood.
Nice.
If this stuff goes viral, I am really cool with everyone in Hollywood. I don't discriminate against anyone.
Okay, you don't discriminate against Satan?
I don't discriminate against anything.
What the hell?
This morning in China, a massive building fire went down at this telecom company. Casualties unknown. Cause of the fire unknown. We have not seen a building fire like this in a very long time. These are not very common. I hope everyone's okay, but I don't know.
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Look like the Most High at work again, don't it? Yes, indeed, it sure do look like the Most High at work. With all of these technologies trying to hinder the world and hinder the people, y'all pay attention on what's going on. The system must shut down. And as you see here, it's going down right now all around the world. Everything is being shut down, just like Elon Musk and this little rocket he tried to shoot up to the sky and bust through. It ain't gonna work. So I bet you this building has something to do with some evil.
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments. If you know, you know.
Y'all think that's an evil building or something?
Brand new racism going down. It's coming to you and near your town. It's probably at your head. Now, see, the black and white thing is working no more because, we finally come together and make butt cheeks knowing that we all broke and the rich and elite, all rich and elite. How come they ain't paying taxes? That's number one. Male and female thing ain't working no more because, pretty much still fucking. Old against the young. I don't know about you, but I'm helping the elders that I have. My young sisters help me, so I don't get that either. So now where we at? The rich and elite said, okay, we ran out on religion ain't working either because Christians and Muslims work together, at least in this country. So that means it's about to permeate the rest of the world. We got the Taliban that had to switch their game. So all these triggers that the rich and powerful had to keep us separate from each other so that they can keep control over us, they all of them are dying out. They came up with a new vaccinated against the unvaccinated. This is the new racism. I'm vaccinated. You're unvaccinated. I don't want his unvaccinated ass against me. Unless we get this right in the United States of America, the world is done. Australia is already some bullshit. America's the last place on earth where you have freedom of choice.
After last month's massive solar flare added a 25th hour to the day, many businesses are wondering, what should we do with it?
Bacon and eggs, 25/7.
I mean, That is kind of crazy. What are they trying to tell us? Because they have been talking about solar flares a lot lately and how the solar flares are going to wipe out the internet and cause massive blackouts and stuff like that. So that is pretty interesting. And this one's talking about adding a 25th hour, like changing time. That, man, what?
Darn right.
We could use it for personal growth.
How about a longer lunch?
What if we used it to work more?
25-hour protection.
Nailed it.
In financial news, solar stocks are up 20% with the additional hour of daylight.
With the extra hour, I'm thinking company-wide power nap.
I don't sleep.
Let's take a vote. Who wants to sleep?
This is going to wreak havoc on overtime approvals.
Maybe we should sleep on it.
Anything can change the world of work. From HR to payroll, ADP designs forward-thinking solutions to take on the next anything.
I'm ruined.
Anything, y'all.
Hold on. Exposed to? Y'all gave them to. And if y'all gave them to them, what color were them people? And I'm not trying to be racist. I need some more information. We need to dive in deep because I'm pretty sure they probably exposed. The people that was exposed to all that shit probably was black because it's always fucking black. And they use the word exposed, knowing goddamn well they fucking gave them people that shit, man.
Now I understand there's a lot of things going on right now here in the U.S. and around the world. But why in the midst of all that have we, as people, have not been trying to get answers for these missing children? Did you guys really think after Jeffrey Epstein got locked up, he got killed, that this all went away? It's not going on anymore? Come on, guys. They have multiple islands, multiple places underground where they do this. And they're still using his island to this day. I'm just asking you guys, why aren't you guys pissed off? You guys are aware it's going on. You know it's going on. But because it's not your kid, you turn a blind eye. Come on, man. Just bring more light to this. Protect the children.
What's going on here? They out here snatching kids, just taking them places. They probably told them, don't talk to nobody. See? Look. Of course not.
You know why they're giving us fucking free French fries? Did you see the report? Their profits for the third quarter alone were $6.7 billion fucking dollars.
It's a lot of money.
What kind of idiots are we here in America to take this shit that is not fit for a fucking dog and put it up your ass? At what point are you going to fucking realize they're not fucking going away? It's either them or us. $6.7 billion in profits in 3 fucking months. You don't see a motherfucking problem with that, right? Let's keep these motherfuckers in business. What's going on? Wake the fuck up. These fat fucks are sitting over in the Cayman Islands printing money and laughing at us. Oh, thank you, McDonald's, for your free $3.90 fucking cents. Keep jumping in line, you fat fucks. I wonder if they're donating to maybe the Diabetic Association. Maybe they're gonna give us some money for the cancer fucking that they're causing us. What the fuck is wrong with us? Will you just roll the fuck up and wake the fuck up? God, Jesus. Tired of doing your goddamn work for you. Wake the fuck up, America. They're fucking killing us. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel like he's got every right to be that upset.
Does anyone else find this weird? When they launch these rockets, the trajectory on these rockets never goes straight up. They always curve every single launch. I think I know why.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
What he is referring to is God's firmament, which is a closed system. But let's just see what the Bible has to say. We're in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Book of Job even tells us what the firmament's like. Verse 18, Hast thou with them spread out the sky, which is strong and as molten looking glass. Now let's take a look at the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 6. It is he who builds his upper chambers in the heavens, and has established his vaulted dome over the earth. He who calls the waters to the sea, and pours them out on the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Has established his vaulted dome over the earth. So God has founded a vaulted dome over the earth, which is referring to God's firmament. I'm here to tell you, God's word is true. He wants a relationship with you, not a religion. Sorry to break it to you, but the only thing that's been to space is your imagination. There is no such thing as space. Hit me with the follow, tag someone down below, and share this with someone. And like always, God bless. Peace.
The only thing that's been to space is your imagination.
Listen to this.
So the grammar that's used for modification is what they keep us down with. What they teach you in school. Now, lawyers and attorneys are all licensed to lie. They write everything in adverb, verb, adverb, adjective, pronoun, and pronoun, adverb, verb. They don't use prepositional phrases because they're not allowed to use a fact. No Laura back. Shall be tried in court.
That's crazy. You can't even use a fact, huh? It's good to know.
And everyone uses this term out, attorney at law, attorney of law, whatever. Parts of speech. No is an adverb, it's negative. Law now becomes a verb, negative. Or is a neutral. Negative fact becomes a negative verb also. Shall is a pronoun in future time, connected to the adverb be, which now modifies a verb in past time. In is an adverb making court a verb, of is an adverb making law a verb. Now we've got one jurisdiction, ladies and gentlemen. We have a verb law, verb court, verb tried, verb law, verb fact. Now we have one jurisdiction called fiction, fraud, illusion. Every word in the English language, and I spent 8,000 hours in 2 years with a staff of individuals with dictionaries. We looked up every word in the English language that starts with a vowel and 2 consonants. It means no contract. Every word. Now, when you look at any contract or any newspaper or magazine, you see the word starts with a vowel, A, E, I, O, and U. And is used as a single syllable, means no contract also. Opinion. O is no. P-I-N is to attach or grab. I-O-N is contract. Opinion. No attached contract. Therefore, that's why it's called an opinion. You can have a gain, G-A-I-N. You put A in front of it, again, You have no gain. You can have an attorney, ATT, no tort. You can have an illusion, ILL, which means you cannot see a contract. Imagination, IMM. You cannot mangle. You can't mangle something, therefore there's no fact. So the imagination, ION, means contract. ANTENTIONTY. Any vowel that appears in front of a vowel that ends a word means contract. It's a two-letter contract. That's how you can tell these things. This is called parse, P-A-R-S-E, parts of speech. SC is Latin for speech. P-A-R is parts. So what I did was I studied parse. I studied syntax. Syntax is how two words come together. And the word grammar is how a sentence is constructed. Do you know that all grammar, a correct word sentence, only has one verb in it? The average sentence written by an attorney has anywhere from 3 to 5 verbs in it. Some sentences have adverb, verb, adverb, verb, adverb, verb. The whole sentence is written that way. There's not even an adjective or a pronoun, a preposition, article, or an effect.
Yo, I'll never look at Wheel of Fortune the same.
1921, a German farmer woke up to find a deep set of footprints leading from the forest right up to his house. Whoever was there had not left yet. Making sure it wasn't just his family, he searched his entire property but found no sign of anyone. A few weeks later, the family maid would suddenly quit because she claimed to hear demonic voices coming from the attic. Shortly thereafter, the farmer and his entire family would begin hearing the voices as well. When nobody has heard from them in a couple of days, the neighbors go over to check on them, but they would find a horrific scene. One by one, the entire family had been murdered and stacked in the corner of the barn. To this very day, nobody knows who or what took the lives of the entire family.
I hate true crime. And it's a love-hate relationship, because if I don't watch true crime, then I have to watch Explore the Weird content, and then I feel like, the reactions aren't authentic. But this is crazy when it comes to a true crime story, like the...
Eddie Griffin, ladies and gentlemen. He has talked about the Earth being flat for a long time. Let's get into it.
Just like every other billionaire. I need to go to outer space. What's out in outer space? And they never make it. The rocket ship hits the firmament, and the firmament stops it. Ain't nobody been to the moon. Ain't nobody been outside this giant cage we're trapped in. The firmament is real. This is why rocket ships take off and they start shooting at an angle. They'll scrape the firmament and they always land in the ocean. Then they shoot some grainy film that they were on the moon. It scraped the surface of the firmament, landed. It's all in one day, but the landing is like a week later. But that's when they show it. All the shit happened in one day. There's no satellites out there either, nigga. There's no satellites.
You know, rockets, they have so many compartments that break off when you go. So how does the shit the same when it lands? Yeah. Same as it takes off.
Or even the satellite.
No, there's no satellites. They are hanging satellites in the firmament. This is a GPS system. And that's the permanent GPS system. They call it space. But the space between Earth and God is called the firmament. And until he opens that up, it's going to be continued. Firmament. That's called the firmament. It's in the Bible. Nothing will get through the firmament. Flat Earth is real. Hey, the world is not round.
You heard him.
If it was, I could disprove this many times. But anyway, there's an ice wall around our three-dimensional world called Earth that lays on a two-dimensional plane. Right? But we're trapped in the center on this planet in an ice wall. This is why, if you fly from anywhere on Earth to Australia, to Antarctica, why do you always have to fly to England? To make it seem like the world is round, you had to travel that far. From Florida to Antarctica is about four and a half hours on a straight shot. So why the fuck you gotta fly from Florida to London and then there? Anywhere you come from, you gotta go to London and London and then there. No, you're going to London because the reptilians there said you must come through there.
The reptilians. That's what it is.
The police aren't who you think they are. The sheriff is not who you think he is. Banks do not do what you think they do. Governments don't operate anywhere near the way you think they do.
Hey, I just want to say this, man. These reactors, they be funny. It's how they do it every time. They be on one, don't they?
And that's why today, when you look at what's going on in the world today, none of it makes any sense. It's all crazy. It makes no sense at all. Seems very destructive. But actually, in point of fact, you don't know how the system works. It's working perfectly fine. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And the people, the masses, are entertained with television and alcohol and drugs, and the wealthy continue to get wealthy, and so it's working perfectly fine once you understand how the world really works. And nothing works the way you think it does.
In a world full of lies, the truth sounds crazy. Kanye West, or Ye. You ever wonder why you get denied credit when you're supposed to have unlimited credit from birth? You ever wonder why there's so many petty laws, rules to get you in the system, fingerprinted, labeled felon? Do you know why that is? You can't go to certain countries if you have that. You know that, right? Why? Oh, they want to keep you in the working machine of the corporation. Slave. You ever go and get a car note? You ever wonder why it's called a car note? Like the dollar note? And then when you give them the note, they go and use your social security number and pay for the car outright through the money that's in your trust. But that's crazy. That's not true. What's a UCC1 form? What is that? What's the difference between privatized and public? What is an allodial title? What is that? Why does the media always show us fear tactic after fear tactic after fear tactic after conflict after conflict after conflict? And feel like it's all lies? Why do politicians smile in our face, give us a bunch of promises, and then when in office, nothing ever happens or changes, and no promises are ever given to us? Why did we get penalized for health insurance? You said the police ain't who you think you are, the sheriffs who they think you are, the CEOs aren't who you think they are. Yeah, it's because they're all part of the club. They all have certain rings on. They all know the plan that's coming. If you know, you know. Why is Jordan Maxwell no longer here? Why does no one really even know who the fuck he is? Or William Cooper, when they wrote prominent books, spoke about prominent things, and then died because of the things they spoke of. But no, it was heart attack or suicide from natural causes. Wait, didn't the CIA show they had a heart attack gun? Oops, they shouldn't have said that. And then why are people like me silenced on this app? It's just creative purposes. Piece of the gun.
Yo, my man was dropping straight gems and asking some really good questions. So y'all should go research those things that he's talking about, because it'll probably do you some good for sure.
TikTok, this video is fake. Yeah, it's fake. Even though it's on the news channel. Did y'all see this?
The badly burned stretch of Interstate 10 spans only 450 feet, but its impact has severed one of the nation's busiest roadways, snarling traffic, slowing commerce, and creating logistical nightmares well beyond downtown Los Angeles.
This is like a lifeline.
With its structural integrity at risk, the overpass was a thriving artery that shuttles some 300,000 vehicles every day, carrying nearly twice the number of cars as the collapsed section of I-95 did near Philadelphia. The 10-lane bridge in Los Angeles is now shut down indefinitely.
Our investigators have been able to confidently determine that the fire was caused by arson.
Saturday's explosive fire, believed to be purposely set, engulfed a pallet yard under I-10, even torching a fire truck. Guardrails melted, chunks of concrete fell to the ground, and exposed layers of rebar. Just last year, the governor was next to this very section of the Santa Monica Freeway, working to clear large homeless encampments.
The area where the fire started is leased to a private company. That company is now under investigation for how it managed the property.
With no timeline on when repairs will be made, tonight a city notorious for traffic has now lost one of its busiest roadways.
Yeah.
That's all she got to say. Look, it's already super crazy in California right now. And then just imagine you take away that main highway. That's 300,000 people per day that take that route that now got to go down different routes through different places. So that's going to cause a lot of chaos in itself. Yo, imagine being this person, right? You got to call into your job and tell them you're not going to make it there. And they ask you what's the reason. And you're like, my car's stuck in midair. And they going to like, what? How do you make that even believable? How does this even happen?
But this is what's happening right now. In Suffield, on Mountain Road.
Facts. Big facts. And with a lot of the stuff that's going on today, it seems like a lot of these conspiracy theories are becoming very true. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most creepy and bizarre TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.